Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and I want to talk with you today about recovering from disappointment. Now, if you're going to try and be successful, you're going to experience disappointment. It's just the way of life, right? You do 20 things good, one thing doesn't work out, you feel crushed, and you go into a shell and you go, oh, woe is me, or your version of that. Maybe you get out a pint of ice cream like I do, and you paralyze yourself. Now, I'm just going to simply say that, for every effort at success, there seems to be a failure that occurs, and some are more profound than others. And in interviewing, this happens all the time, or in job search, it happens all the time. You send out a resume, no response. You go on an interview, no response. Well, you can sit in your man or woman cave and lick your wounds for a while, or you can do what I encourage people to do all the time, is start working that much harder and smarter. Learn what you can from it. What could you have done better? Which, particularly for an interview, is one of the most profound things that you can learn. Even if you think you crushed it, you can always get back to the employer and say, look, I understand you chose someone else. I'm fine with that. What was the difference between them and me that caused you to opt for them? And I promise you, I'm not going to try and get into a debate. I just want to take this information and apply it to future opportunities. Perfect. Some firms will respond, some won't. Even as nice as you may be, they're not all going to respond. So your job is to recover and recover fast and get out there quickly. Learning the lessons from the disappointment or failure and moving on to the next thing. In recruiting, when things go badly, when things go well, one of the things I used to train my staff to do is go, next! Because no matter what it is, you got to move on to the next thing, good or bad. It's always move on to the next thing and next situation quickly, because a delay can be very costly for you. Because particularly in job search, particularly in my field, if you don't respond quickly to things, other people get in, they're advantaged over you, it's hard to recover. You don't send out a resume in a timely way, they close the doors, you miss out on an opportunity. Get to work on getting back to work. And if you're disappointed, learn from it fast, move on to the next thing. I'm Jeff Altman. Oh, by the way, I want to say, it's kind of like the lesson of Hans and Franz, who no matter what they say or no matter what you do, they're going to make fun of you in that Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of voice, and they're going to talk to you and ridicule you for being, I'm not going to go into this homophobic comment. I'll just simply say, Hans and Franz have it right. Moving on to the next thing is very important. I'm Jeff Altman. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you found it helpful. Come over to thebiggamehunter.us. I've got a lot more there that you can watch, listen to, or read. It's going to help you find work more quickly. Also want to mention, if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request at linkedin.com/IM/thebiggamehunter. And finally, most of you have questions about job search and you ask the wrong people for advice. They're well-meaning, but they're not an expert on job hunting. They may have hired some people, they may have changed jobs, but they don't really know how the system works. So instead, reach out to me through prestoexperts.com or through my website. There's a tab on the top that you'll figure out is the right one. I think it says, let me answer your questions or something to that effect. I want to help you find work more quickly. Reach out and get good advice. I'm Jeff Altman. Have a great day. Take care.